Welcome to the FamilySpookery podcast, a podcast for freaks from a family of freaks. We usually talk about comic books and video games, but this whole month, Family Geekery has turned into FamilySpookery, and we're talking about spooky movies. I'm Chris.
Nice.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Danny.
And that was all just ad-libbed.
I'm glad you decided to start today.
So yeah, we're talking about spooky movies all October. This is our third one of the month, and in this episode, we're talking about the classic horror film Halloween from 1978. Not to be
Yes,
confused
sir.
with the other 12
Nice.
Halloween films
Mm-hmm.
of various names. But before we get into that,
Geeky weeks.
I'll start off by saying I didn't do a whole lot. Actually, I did watch.
You watched a movie today.
What did I?
You went
I
to
did.
the movie theater.
Yeah, I went to the movies today. Forgot about that. Saw Saturday Night, and it was excellent.
Oh, it looks really good.
It was really good. All the actors were great. The story was great. It was just a good time. Other than that, I did watch the first episode of Tomb Raider, the Lara Croft saga. Oh, Amber's fact checking me.
No, I remembered something I did.
Oh, she's
You
writing
need to
notes.
type it down.
I need to make notes for myself.
Short-term memory fail. So Netflix has a new series on Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider, and it is good. It is classified as an adult cartoon. That's what it says on Netflix. And I'm an adult, and I watched a cartoon. No shame.
Nice.
But it's good. It's good story. I look forward to
Did you watch
seeing
just the first episode?
just the first episode so far.
Got it.
But that's about it for me. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right, go for it.
I did a lot of watching. So first I started a Netflix show called, I think it's Monsters or Monster, which is about the Menendez brothers.
What?
The Menendez.
Not the anime.
No.
Okay.
It's about the Menendez
A
trial.
real life story.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Look it up.
The two brothers that killed their family.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Very, very topical for this month, though.
Yeah. It's the same people who made the Dahmer series.
Oh.
So I'm watching that. And then I actually watched the Alfred Hitchcock Psycho from 1960, which
Nice.
I didn't know at the time was an inspiration for the Halloween film, according to Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that, but I watched that before watching Halloween.
Did you watch that for funsies or for school?
Just for funsies.
Every
It's on
time you say
Netflix.
something cool, I'm like, that's got to be an art student thing that you're doing.
Yeah, I only do it when I have to.
There's
No,
no way she could be that cool on her own.
It was on Netflix, so I watched it. And
Nice.
I think the acting is just so funny.
Fun fact about that movie. That
Fun fact.
movie, supposedly, and this is what I heard, so it's a fun fact that you can fact check, and I won't be wrong because it wasn't my facts. But
Okay.
apparently, back in the day, you would pay to go to see a movie at the theater, and you would just how there's running movies at a museum and little
Yeah.
chairs set up, and you just walk in, and if you see the last 20 minutes of it, then you sit
It
there long
loops.
enough and you watch the first 20 minutes of it. Well, apparently movie theaters used to be like that, and the ones that were, Alfred Hitchcock said, you can't do that for my new movie. You have to have set start times. No one can go into the theater until the set start time.
Wow.
Because if you saw the very end of Psycho,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be so confused the first hour or so. So, fun fact. I'll I'll release the rest of my time. Back to Danny.
Nice fun fact. So yeah, and then I watched Halloween, and that's really it. Lots of watching, not much doing.
Cool.
Nice.
How about you, Amber?
I also did lots of watching. Very, very busy week for me. I spent every morning, Thursday through Sunday, watching Worlds, League of Legends World Tournament. An NA team made it to the quarterfinals, so I'm happy, but they didn't even really play an Eastern team, and that's where all the good teams are. So it's like all 4 Chinese teams, 3 of the 4 Korean teams, and 1 NA team made it out of the first round of play of the first round of games, basically. So I feel like our team is gonna get wrecked playing their next match against the rank 1 Korean team. So
Yeah.
Oof.
it's fine. I'm rooting for any of the Korean teams to win. So that's that. Very fun games though. Like, I don't know. I feel like I play a lot of League, but watching it helps me learn, even though I've been playing the game for a lot
Decade.
of time. Almost a decade, yeah. You'd think I'd be better than I am, but I'm not. I've also been playing Dreamlight Valley. Finally picked it up at the most recent update for the pass. Got a lot of catching up to do. Unfortunately, there's an event going on in Dreamlight Valley and an event going on in League of Legends, so trying to manage my time. It's a little rough. It's a little rough in these streets.
Adulting is so hard.
Yeah. I read the first 7 issues of Ultimate X-Men by
Whoa.
Peach Momoko.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah. I had to wait around for an extended period of time in my car right after buying the comics, so I just went ahead and read them. And then I watched a couple of new shows. I watched the first episode of Tomb Raider also because
Nice.
it was suggested to me by my father.
Ooh.
And
Smart guy.
I didn't love it.
No.
No. I don't know if it's just that I'm a little lost, but I think I hate to be one of those people that insults the actors because they're doing their job, and who knows if it's acting, producing, directing, whatever, but I think the voice acting is a little strange. I think it would have been cool if they got the video game voice actress to play her in the show, but she might be busy in Grey's Anatomy.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Joe Wilson is
Oh yeah.
she did it was probably before she was on Dancing with the
Whoa.
God, oh my God, my brain. Probably before she was on Grey's Anatomy, she did that, I guess. And then I also started watching a show called The Legend of Vox Machina, which is basically just the animated show version of
Critical Role.
Critical Role. My brain's not working today, guys. But I'm really enjoying that show. It is also considered an adult cartoon. They do have cursing and stuff in it. It is, check your ratings when you go watch that, kiddos, because you might not be allowed to. And that's it.
I think I watched the first episode of that also a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Critical Role, really. I see some of their clips sometimes on TikTok, and I know they're all hugely famous and very talented at what they do. But listening to multi hours of of their D&D campaign is too much for me. But 30-minute episodes I can digest.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So is that the everything for Geeky Weeks?
I think so.
Okay. Let's get into the main topic of this episode, and that is the 1978 film Halloween, also known as John Carpenter's Halloween. And this this is something that seems silly to think about, but this was a independent film.
Really?
Yeah, it was small budget, $300,000.
It looked like that, not in a bad way, but like I could tell that it was small budget.
I think it was filmed in over like 20 days,
Wow.
and
That's crazy.
ended up grossing 70 million in the box office.
And it's the most popular and most famous like horror movie franchise of all time, basically.
Right. So
That's insane.
this particular movie is near the top of the list of most profitable independent films because of how well it did.
Wow.
Good for them.
But yeah, so we got John Carpenter and Deborah Hill who co-wrote it together and produced it, and John Carpenter scored it also.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is
cool.
Why he gets royalty checks like all the time.
Wow, he's set.
From all the movies. From whenever Universal Studios has a scare zone that's playing that song.
What about on TikTok? Because I didn't know that song beforehand, but I have seen it on TikTok a lot.
Oh, really?
And Dead by Daylight.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Wait, what song are we talking about?
Yeah.
That's like what in Dead by Daylight, when he gets close to you, that's what you hear, like in the chase.
I wonder
just if you're playing it with Michael as the enemy.
It's scary.
Nice. But yeah, small budget. Several unknown actors and actresses. One very well known one, Donald Pleasance. He was big time actor of his time. And then one unknown but soon to be very well known actress named Jamie Lee Curtis, making her debut role. And she's been in, I guess, 9 of the 13 films.
Wow.
So she's been in at least 9 films. I've never heard of her.
The first note I made when I was watching this movie, I only made 3 notes. I said, introducing Jamie Lee Curtis is huge. I like literally said that out loud when I watched it too. I was like, introducing Jamie Lee Curtis. That's crazy.
Yeah. As we were watching it, I watched it with your mom last night. And as we were watching it, it was just very apparent of all the kids in the movie, teenagers. She was, I guess, 20 at the time. There was one standout actress. The rest of them, they were there. They were doing their best. They were trying. But she delivered. She delivered a performance. The other ones did their job.
Bob, where's my beer?
Right.
Get my beer.
So
that wasn't her. That was another one.
Right. But yeah, it was good start for her. Famous because of her 2 parents, of course.
She's a Nepo baby?
She probably wouldn't like being called that.
Is she probably more famous than either of her parents now?
She's got some pretty famous parents.
Who are her parents?
So Janet Leigh is her mother, and Tony Curtis is her father.
I don't know them.
Well, you shouldn't know them.
If I was alive in the 70s, I'd know them.
If you were alive in the 50s, you would know them. Yeah, but very, very famous people.
Yeah.
So she comes from good stock. And she's playing the part of Laurie.
Yes.
Laurie Strode. And we know Strode because her dad has a realty sign at the beginning of the movie.
That's it?
He's, I guess, a realtor. And it says Strode Realty or something like that. So Laurie Strode is her carpenter name. she goes undercover as a carpenter. I don't know if I watched the same movie as you guys. I've got the word John Carpenter in front of my face here, and
John Carpenter has donned her.
Yeah.
Laurie Strode.
Laurie Strode. All right. So this was both your guys' first time watching this film?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So gut reaction before we get into anything else. What do you guys think?
I can see why it became so famous. Classic old horror movie. Classic.
Classic.
Yeah. Classic murderous. Kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Fun.
Fun.
we got debauchery, we've got killing, we've got fun, and we got beer. What more could you want?
No, there was no beer. He didn't bring
You
it.
didn't get
That's
it
right.
in time.
Poor guy. He lost his glasses too.
I know.
So the movie starts off in 1963 with little Michael Myers, for some reason, walking around the outside of his own home, peering through a Halloween mask, I'm guessing, right? Because you're kind of seeing through the eye holes.
Yeah,
Of
he
a
puts it
Halloween mask.
on.
And I guess he might get upset with his sister fooling around.
Oh my gosh. What a way to open the movie.
She's probably supposed to be babysitting him or, taking
Yeah.
care of him or something, but she's got a boyfriend over.
Always
And-
starts like that with the classics.
And the guy just, like, he gets the heck out of Dodge, right? I don't know
I think he left.
how it was written. He just like ran out of the house.
He
but
did.
Well, he left before the murder happened, right?
Yeah.
He hit it and quit it.
Hit it and quit it.
Crazy.
I think
Crazy
that's
statement.
the inferred activity that happens. And so Michael goes up to his sister's bedroom and presents a knife. There you go,
Sis.
sis.
At her chest, at her topless chest.
So we know at this point we don't know who it is, other than the fact that she says Michael.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, type thing. So at this point, I wasn't sure, is it a babysitter, is it sister, or whatever. But it eventually gets explained that was, what was her first name?
Judith.
Judith. Yes, Judith Myers. As we find out later, because the gravestone is stolen from the graveyard.
Well, you could have just read the description on Plex. It said, when Michael kills his sister.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to read those things. You're not going to the movie theater in
Well, I didn't read the whole
1978
thing.
and knowing those things. You just got a nice cold open, and it's a great cold open.
It's crazy.
Let's
Like,
get-
who's gonna like turn off that movie?
Let's
After
get the
that.
killing started. Right? Raise the roof. Get the killing started. We're off to the races. Kill count 1.
Nice. Fun.
Doesn't take long for that kill count to go up either.
Nope.
So the thing that stands out, great cold open. The thing that stands out to me about the opening scene, though, is when the parents get home and they see Michael with a completely clean knife. I don't know.
No, it was dirty. It had
Oh, was
ketchup
it?
on it. Yeah.
Okay. He's out in the front yard and they get out of their car, and it was like the 80s sitcoms parents finding that their son just broke the cookie jar or something like that, and they're like, Michael, wah, wah.
Not again.
Not
And-
again.
And if it was the 80s sitcom, the credits would roll like wah,
Boing,
wah.
boing, boing, boing.
And they're not like upset. They're just like confused, like, why? What did you do? So they weren't screaming. They weren't upset. There's a kid with a knife. Who knows what happened to the daughter? And everything's fine.
He was just cutting up some raw meat. That's it. Getting the ground beef ready.
So, but at least the parents only had a very short scene. We don't see them again throughout the whole movie.
Nope.
Who knows what happened to them? They are listed as deceased, though.
Wait, what? Where?
Well, in Wikipedia's.
Oh, maybe he kills them in movie 2.
Maybe in another movie. So we're done with that scene. Then we go off to we meet Dr. Samuel Loomis, portrayed by Donald Pleasance, and he is apparently Michael Myers' doctor for the last 15 years.
Yeah, at the hospital that Michael escaped from.
Which he explains what the first 6 years or the first 8 years or whatever it was, he tried to help him, and the remaining years he tried to make sure that he never got out of the hospital.
He said he was pure evil.
Pure evil. He is the boogeyman incarnate. So he is, for some reason, heading to the hospital. Why is he heading to the hospital?
Was he the one in the car with the nurse?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Well, they get there and everybody's escaped.
Yeah, he's heading to the hospital on a dark and stormy night.
They're taking him to court.
Oh, that's right.
They're taking who to court?
They're taking Michael to court.
For what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably for
to get out on good behavior.
Yeah, parole hearing or something. Which Dr. Loomis is not very happy about. So they're heading there, and I think they notice something is wrong, like the gate is open and it shouldn't be open or something. And at that point, he knows that Michael's probably escaped, and he gets out of the car, but he doesn't go very far, and Michael jumps up on top of the car and proceeds to kill the poor nurse in there. And I don't know where he was. Was he down the road a little bit?
He was just walking towards the entrance, I think, to figure out what happened.
Oh, okay, that's right. So Michael Myers
takes the car,
smashes the window in, grabs the lady's throat, kills her, takes the car, and drives off.
And the doctor knows exactly where he's going. He's going home.
Yep. Because it's the night before Halloween, and he knows he's got unfinished business. Apparently. But yeah, what'd you think about Dr. Loomis?
He's a very smart guy, knowing exactly what Michael wants. And I'm just gonna throw out that I think so. The main cop, even though he turned out to be a little bit useless, he was very kind to listen.
He was very patient
to the doctor, and I feel like if this was like a different movie, it'd be like there's a killer on the loose, and they'd be like, you crazy person, kind of like in Killer Clowns.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
But so it was cool that he was able to convince the police so easily that there was actually a problem.
Yeah, he was very patient about that. And he did say, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and like hang out with you just in case."
Yeah.
If you are for real and a bunch of people get killed, then that's my bad.
Yeah.
But he listens and a bunch of people still get killed, so I guess there's no winning. That's the moral of the story. There's no winning. When it's your time to get murdered, the police ain't going to help you. The end.
Neither are the neighbors, apparently.
All right. So we got a killer on the loose. He picks up some new clothes from an auto mechanic halfway along the way between the hospital and Haddonfield, which is his hometown. So that's how he has his
That's
signature.
another body.
That's how he has his signature coveralls.
And it's Halloween, so he gets a Halloween mask.
Yeah, at a hardware store. He robs a hardware store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The hardware store?
That's why the policeman was at the hardware store, because someone stole rope, knives, and a Halloween mask.
Oh. Crazy.
Now, do you know the story behind the Halloween mask?
No.
Mm-mm.
It was an actual mask.
Okay. Of a real person?
Of a real person.
Of who?
William Shatner.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Captain Kirk?
Captain Kirk. Yep.
Cool.
And I think they either changed the hair, they did something slight to it.
So that it wasn't as obvious.
And I've heard it called the death mask before. Like one of the episodes of Star Trek, they had to make a death mask of him, like when someone dies. So that, I guess, in the episode they made a death mask, and that became, for some reason, a Halloween mask on the shelves in the 70s.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we got now we've got a dude walking around on Halloween, so it's completely normal for a dude in coveralls to be walking around on Halloween with a mask on. And he shows up everywhere around town, just terrorizing these young girls, Lori and her two friends, as they're walking around. And she sees him 1 second, and then he's gone. And then she sees him again, and then he's gone. Very good suspense.
I mean, the friend did, taunt him.
Yeah.
She did yell at him while he was driving. And I feel like it's common sense not to do that. Nowadays, at least.
She said, speed kills or something like that.
Yeah.
Jerk, speed kills. Something like that. Yeah, that was definitely a line that lived in my vocabulary for many years between me and my friends. Anytime someone would drive by fast.
Nice.
But yeah, this was a movie that me and my friends would watch a lot growing up, especially during Halloween time.
Nice.
Cool.
So he terrorizes the kids, I guess, all day long, and they've got an important night of babysitting ahead of them.
Classic.
And babysitting and debauchery.
Classic.
You always get punished for debauchery. I think that's the real moral of this story.
Moral for every
murder
movie.
If you want, Amber, to go down a real big rabbit hole, go to the Wikipedia page and go to the section that's called analysis. Not now, but
for later.
For later, yeah. Put that on your reading list.
Write it down so you don't forget.
But there's a lot of analysis of this movie. Enough analysis that I doubt the guy who made it for $300,000 put this much thought into
was
it.
Not thinking of. He's like murder guy.
I just wanted a slasher film, and people are putting a whole bunch of psychoanalysis into it. But who knows? Maybe that was all in there.
Maybe.
So we got some babysitting going on. The one kid is just propped in front of a TV watching horror films. And did you see what the name of the horror film was that he was watching?
Thing.
The Thing, yes. Which is not the same thing that John Carpenter made in the late 80s, obviously. or I guess the early 80s, 82, 83, something like that. We talked about The Thing a couple weeks ago.
Oh, so that's not the one that you were wanting to watch or whatever?
No, it was, I think the film that they were watching is called The Thing from Outer Space.
Yeah, it did look like a space movie.
Yeah. But funny that a couple of years later, John Carpenter makes a movie called The Thing.
That's funny.
I'm not sure if it's based on the same premise or not, but it has the same looking font.
Maybe
But
he
yeah,
was planning it.
So one kid's watching a horror film. You got the other teenagers are watching a little girl.
Yeah. And then she decides she wants to go see her boyfriend, so she sends that little girl over to Lori.
Right.
Watch this
like,
kid
here,
for
take
me.
this. Take this. I'm going over here.
Lori has a lot of introspection throughout the movie, like because she's the Girl Scout.
She's the good one.
Yeah, Girl Scout rides again or something. So she's got the two kids now. They're propped up watching the movie. The other ones are in the process of debauchery. And who was it? Was it
Annie and Linda?
Yeah, Annie
is the first victim
is the first victim
of this like Act 2 or whatever.
And she was supposed to go pick up her boyfriend or something, and she got as far as the car, and then Michael
It was
Myers
crazy. I loved that scene where she's like, "Oh, the car's locked. Let me go get my keys." She goes and get the keys. She comes back and the car's not locked. She goes in and she's like, "Wait, the car was just locked," and then she dies.
She dies.
Wah, wah.
Yep, that's a good classic. Someone's in the back seat.
Yeah,
He used
type,
the rope that he bought.
scene. Yeah,
and that's why I lock my car when I get gas, so nobody can climb into my back seat and kill me.
Oh,
can anybody climb
I'd be
into your
doing
back
that.
seat?
I don't know.
I'll take my chances.
So
I think I would
there's,
hear the door open.
You'd think.
Anyways,
Anyways,
So there's another victim, and then we've got Linda and her boyfriend
Bob.
And now they know that because they go over to where Annie was babysitting,
Yeah,
and they know that
because they were all supposed to hang out.
the young girl is gone, and Annie's supposed to be picking up her boyfriend. So Linda and Bob decide, oh, I guess there's nobody.
There's a bed here that's not being used right now.
Yeah, there's
Home
nobody here.
Alone.
Now, your mom said right away, like, how do they not know that the parents are going to come home? Like, the parents have to eventually come home, right? Well, and before that, even, where are all the parents on
Yeah.
Halloween night when their kids want to go trick or treating? Why does everybody have a babysitter?
Date night.
That's so true.
That's poor parenting.
That is so true.
Their kids deserve to be tormented by a psychopathic killer.
Hey, my favorite character in the whole movie was Tommy Doyle. So
Tommy
don't
Doyle.
talk bad about the kids.
What do you like about Tommy Doyle?
Oh, he was hilarious. The whole time he's like, the boogeyman's outside. He's like a really smart kid for his age of being scared of a boogeyman.
And he's got hidden comic books that his mom doesn't like.
Yeah, he's like, read to me. Oh, you want me to read this book? No, read these. The comic. Hey, babysitter, read these comic books to me. How does that work?
Read those speech bubbles.
Yeah.
So Linda and her boyfriend, they're doing their thing, and they're not long for the living.
He didn't hit it and quit it. He hit it and tried to get beer.
But yeah, Bob is on an errand to get beer,
Downstairs, just downstairs,
and he gets
because they know this family has beer in their fridge.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. You're not even the babysitter. You're visiting the babysitter, and you're raiding the fridge. You're gonna take my beer.
You're gonna make the babysitter look bad for like looking like she's drinking on the job.
Right.
I mean, I guess she went to go pick up her boyfriend, so maybe she's not doing the best job.
I've already agreed to pay this young lady $2.50 to watch my daughter all night, and you're going to steal one of my beers that I worked so hard to buy?
He doesn't get
not
the chance,
cool.
though.
That's not cool.
Mm-mm.
He gets them out of the fridge, though.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He took them right out the fridge. Then he got pinned to the wall.
And then a kitchen knife held him, impaled him to the wall, and held him in place.
Yeah. How strong's Michael Myers got to be to pick the dude up by the neck?
How strong that knife gotta be that it holds him there.
And then with Bob out of the way, Michael takes his chance to go meet Linda by putting a sheet over his head, cutting holes in his eyes, and then putting Bob's glasses on.
Yep.
And she's like, "Hey, Bob."
See anything you like? That's a great line. See anything you like? And he just kind of stares, which freaks her out.
And then she becomes victim number 3 of this era.
Victim at least number 3. And then all that's left is Lori and the 2 kids, because Dr. Loomis is camping out at the wrong house.
Until he sees the car.
He had the right idea. Yep. He had the right idea that Michael's going to come home. Mm-hmm. He just didn't know that Michael knew more about his lineage than he knew.
Huh?
Oh, spoiler.
They're related?
You told me I gotta go watch the whole entire franchise.
You got to watch some more, at least episode, or at least Halloween 2.
Okay.
There's more story baked in there.
So it's premeditated. He knows his targets.
He knew a target. Yep.
Okay. I did like the little art installment he made of Annie.
What was that? Remind me.
When he sets her up and puts the gravestone.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, so he's seen at some point carrying her body in from the garage into the front door.
Yeah.
He's seen only by the kid, the boy.
The boogeyman!
And yeah, he makes a little diorama in the bedroom with the gravestone and her.
Where... How heavy is a gravestone? How strong is Michael Myers?
He's pretty strong.
And he's only 20-something. He's young.
Maybe
yeah, what was he? 7?
He
7
was
15,
6.
So
Yeah.
22,
Yeah.
21, 22.
Hey, maybe
Crazy.
he's getting his gains up in his insane asylum.
Yeah, what else is there to do? If you can't kill people, what do you gotta train?
Pump some iron.
Now that's what I want to see. I want to see the training montage, before this movie.
If this were an anime, that'd be the entire episode 3
would
be that
behind it.
Gotta have some 1980s rock montage playing with the band Survivor playing some song, and he's in there doing his push-ups in the insane asylum, doing pull-ups.
Yep.
Pinning people up against the wall.
With knives.
Finding the strongest knife that can hold him there.
Yeah. Michael's pinned someone else again. Someone go get George down, please. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see a montage.
And the way he choked Annie from behind, he used one hand.
Was it a strong hand?
He used a single hand to choke her.
Okay.
Crazy.
Why not? Windpipes in the front. That's all you need to get.
It's very difficult to choke somebody.
You don't need to get the spine and everything. Just a windpipe. Just going to close that off. Let me show you.
Oh.
So we're down to, Lori and the 2 kids. Michael.
Yep.
Michael makes his way into the house. Lori tells the kids to lock themselves into some room, and she picks the first closet with flimsy doors
Yeah.
to
You forgot the part where she was knitting, stabbed him in the neck
Oh.
with a knitting needle,
yes, that's
and
true.
said, "It's okay, the boogeyman's dead. I killed him."
That's right.
And then there he is.
Yeah, everything's fine. We don't need to call the police or anything. We just like hang out here in this house that I just killed somebody in. But yeah, so he that didn't take him down. So now he chases them upstairs. She's hiding in the closet, whimpering the whole time. And he does his little bust through the closet to get her. And then does she hurt him again then?
Yeah, with a hanger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wire hanger.
Yep. Stabs him in the eye or something like that. Just pokes him, I think.
Through the
That's-
mask,
yeah.
I guess.
That's good aim.
Yeah.
Props for getting the hanger in the eyeball. That's not easy to do.
Maybe I need a wire hanger. All I got are plastic ones.
That's not going to work as well.
Mm-mm.
But that didn't take him down. But here comes Loomis to save the day
Yeah.
with his revolver that had his hand on the whole time
Yeah.
because he's
got a gun. He's a doctor with a gun.
He's got a permit for it though, right in his pocket. Little paper permit that he carries in his pocket to show the police. And he puts at least
Like 4 to 5 bullets in
at
him.
least 5 of the 6 bullets into Michael and knocks him 2 stories out the window. Has a little sigh of relief until he looks out the window and sees nothing.
Michael gone.
Nothing on the ground. And when he saw that, I don't know if you noticed it, but it kind of looked like he was like, "Oh, Michael, not again."
Not again.
Yeah,
Another
it wasn't-
80s sitcom moment.
Yeah, it wasn't like a face of pure terror. It was like "Yep, that's my Michael."
Maybe he's like
always coming back from the dead.
he finds it fun, like Tom and Jerry. Like he'll never catch him, but he'll keep trying.
Wait, so the cops never show up, right? Because Lori tells little Tommy Doyle to go run next door and have them call the cops.
Right. They're too busy chasing vandals.
He's out. He's in danger. Because Michael left. Michael gone.
But as soon as midnight strikes, it's not Halloween anymore, so he's not a danger to anybody.
Is he gonna? That's something I was thinking. Like, how long is this movie taking place? Because it's dark for like the entire movie, but like the kids are asleep. She's like, "Oh, I'll be back in like an hour with my boyfriend. You know, don't worry about us." And then like she's there, the movie's over, and she's like, "Oh, where's my friend?" You know,
Movie logic.
like I just like how long was going on?
Long enough.
Long enough. And also, I've got the most important question.
What's that?
Why was there a lit jack-o'-lantern in the bedroom? There was when I believe it was Linda and Bob, when they were in the bedroom, there was just a lit jack-o'-lantern in there.
It was the
They're in the holiday
70s.
spirit.
It was the 70s. They didn't believe in fires.
Should I be putting jack-o'-lanterns in my room? Should I be decorating that hard?
That was before we had glow sticks to make it easy and safe to light up a jack-o'-lantern or LED lights.
It's just like having a candle.
Yeah.
So
And a giant pumpkin.
Couple goofs in the movie.
Okay.
So he killed the nurse early on, right?
Okay.
Smashed the window.
The window's not
inside.
smashed when he's driving the car.
Right. So he must have maybe that's why he stopped to the mechanic. Hey, could you repair my window, please?
And then I'll kill you, leave you in the ditch, and take your clothes.
And he's like, "Ooh, nice coveralls. Those would look good."
with my William Shatner mask.
And the other thing is, Michael is notorious for walking slow when he kills his victims,
Yeah.
but he's always out of breath.
Because he's wearing a
He's wearing
mask.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I guess it didn't make sense before COVID, but now that I've worn a mask for a whole year,
Walking around.
I know how that can affect my cardiovascular system. Yeah, so good movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Epitome of the boogeyman movie.
Mm-hmm.
Epitome of like a soul survivor type movie of the main characters, at least. Like, one's got to make it to have some continuity.
It's the one who is not doing it.
And there's the moral kids.
Don't hit it and quit it. That should be the title of the episode.
Don't hit it and quit it. No.
Spooktober Part 3.
Don't hit it and quit it.
Hit it and drink some beer.
Oh my gosh. Don't smoke weed while you're driving, especially when your dad's a cop.
It was the 70s.
Oh, that was hilarious. She's like, "Oh, quick, put it out. There's my dad." And then she drives straight up to the dad.
Yeah, why would she do?
Like, why didn't she just keep on driving by?
I bet it smelled too.
But also,
just get rid of the pot. Maybe even finish it first. But she's hot boxing in the sedan, pulls right up to her dad. Her dad rolls down the window. Dad pokes his head in there, and this is a cop that doesn't recognize the smell of pot on his own daughter.
I will say we did get one of the best Michael scenes when that happened, though, because it zoomed out and you can see, and they start to drive away or whatever, and you can see Michael's car is at the stopped at the stop sign waiting to turn and follow them. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite things about this movie was I feel like they did the suspenseful appearances and that kind of framing. They did that really well in this.
Yeah.
My favorite part is anytime he has, and I don't know how many times he did it in this movie, but in other movies, anytime he has that perplexed look on his face when he's looking at something, and he just kind of tilts his head slightly,
You can see his face. You never see his face. You can't even see his mask half the time.
You see his face for a split second in this movie.
You do. And it's a different guy who played Walking Around Michael.
That's right. There's Michael Myers, and then there's The Shape.
Yeah.
And The Shape was actually one of the writers or producers or something. He's famous for a lot of other things.
That's cool.
Maybe they got him cheap.
Hey, buddy, I'm doing this movie. I need a guy to walk around in a mask. Can you do it?
Yeah. I'll help you out with your next movie if you help me out with this. Oh, fine, but I can't walk fast. Perfect.
Just be out of breath.
You've got the part. And my asthma is really bad this time of year. All right, so you guys going to watch any more of these movies?
Possibly.
Yeah.
We can do the next 12 movies over the next 12 seasons of Family Geekery.
Sure.
One a month.
Family Spookery. No, one per Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You in 12 years.
And there was just one last year or the year before, right? A new one?
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the newish ones, and I haven't seen any of the remakes either. So
Remake?
Rob Zombie, who is a musician.
Uh-huh.
Also a horror film maker.
Uh-huh.
He remade the first two.
Interesting.
Yep. Rob Zombie of White Zombie.
Of course.
Yep. So we'll have to watch some more of these, though.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Anything else about this movie before we call it an episode?
It made me really want to live in the 70s and 80s.
Was it the debauchery or the ease of killing people?
Just kind of the vibes. Like, they had really nice houses, really nice lawns, sidewalks.
I like the.
Man, I don't have sidewalks. Yeah, I do.
You notice how the lawns were 2-tiered?
Yeah, that was so cool. They had like a curb in their lawn.
Yeah, there was a curb on the sidewalk.
It was cool.
I've never seen that before. Yeah, fictional town though.
Who are you going to take to homecoming?
It was filmed in California, but supposed to take place in New Jersey.
Illinois.
Illinois, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what it said, I think.
Gotcha. I don't know where I got New Jersey from. All right. So we give it all thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
2
does
spooky thumbs up.
How does it hold up?
I think
There's
it
nothing
holds up.
super offensive in it.
Well, no, there is one thing.
Oh, is there?
One thing.
Wait, what was it?
Oh, I don't know if you heard this quote.
No, because the audio was really quiet when they were talking. I had to turn it up really loud. What'd they say?
So they're pulling up. It's the blonde and the boyfriend, Bob and Linda, pulling up to the house, and they're having a little pre-game discussion. And he says, "Okay, you're going to tear off your clothes, and then you're going to tear off my clothes, and then we're both going to tear off."
Oh, yeah. I was just kind of
Annie's clothes,
not Annie,
or
the child.
yeah, the child.
I
I don't remember that.
Like an 8-year-old child.
I remember that. I think I just tuned that out because why would they say that?
Right.
Oh yeah. Besides that, the movie holds up. Nothing super offensive.
To put them in their costume.
Step bro, I'm stuck in the window.
They're just trying to put them in their costume. That's all.
And it didn't even make any sense because that girl wasn't even supposed to be there.
Who knows?
Well, I guess they didn't. They didn't
know if she was gone or not.
Okay.
But also, what, you spilled butter on your shirt. She's wearing 2 shirts. She strips down to just her undies and goes and does the laundry. Why is the laundry outside?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was weird.
No one wants a washer and dryer in their house. It's too loud. You got to go outside.
Cut that out.
Your outbuilding.
Good movie.
Your outbuilding that apparently locks from the outside for some reason.
Yeah.
All right, now we've gone too deep into it. We should have stuck at 3 thumbs up.
We'll see you next time when we watch Midsommar.
Is that next week?
Yeah.
Midsummer Night's Dream?
No, Midsommar.
I've been wanting to watch that.
With Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got eyebrow guy in it too, apparently.
Eyebrow guy.
Yeah.
That doesn't narrow it down enough.
Will Poulter.
Okay.
Narnia, from Narnia.
Oh. I was thinking
Eustace.
I was thinking Eugene Levy
Oh.
from Schitt's Creek.
Yeah. He's got big eyebrows, but he doesn't have expressive eyebrows.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode.
Good luck finding a way to edit that together.
We got 3 weeks down. What, we got 2 weeks left?
2 weeks left.
And we got Midsommar next week. So join us back next week for that. That's your watching assignment. But in the meantime, if you have watched Halloween and you like it,
let us know how you thought about it.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you think it holds up. Send us an email or reach out on our socials, any of those things. Also, keep in mind, we've got that podcast is streaming all over YouTube now.
And also everywhere you get your podcasts.
And everywhere you get podcasts. Well, all the major places that people would get podcasts. There may be some corners of the internet that we don't know about that people are getting podcasts from that we're not at.
Yeah, I think we should contact those because I feel like that's where you get the magic knives that hold people up.
Yeah, those corners of the internet we don't want to go to. We want to stay away from those.
Agree.
All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Go check out the socials, check out the YouTube channel, see what's going on there. We thank you as always for watching. And until next time.
Peace out and geek out.
Freak out.
Maybe not.
Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.